But I do know, and I've seen Dylan tweeting out from his location there at Hondo Pass, that's where a lot of protesters of President Biden's visit have showed up. So let's check in with ABC 7's Dylan McKim, live in Northeast El Paso, outside the Border Patrol station there at Hondo Pass. Dylan, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, Eric, you're exactly right. This location is not on the president's itinerary, but it is a popular stop for a lot of federal officials who do come to visit El Paso. We saw Vice President Kamala Harris come here. We saw DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. He spoke to Border Patrol agents behind these fences. And you see these flags behind me. These are the protesters here. I want to actually turn our camera over to the right. Down lining here in Hondo Pass, there's about between 40 and 50 protesters here that are protesting the President Biden's visit, President Biden's border policies. I've spoken with them. A lot of them say they're upset with what they call as open border policies. They're afraid of the drugs that come in here. They're afraid they don't know of who's coming into the country as we see this migrant crisis happening in downtown El Paso at our border. Irene Armendariz-Jackson actually is the one who organized this protest. If you remember, she ran for U.S. Congress as a Republican and lost her election against Veronica Escobar. She's responsible for this protest today. You can see a lot of American flags out here. Don't tread on me flag here. We have a flag waving in front of our camera right there. We see impeach signs. We also have a lot of MAGA hats and a lot of Let's Go Brandon signs out here. But in that group right now is Bill Jackson. He is the husband of Irene Armendariz-Jackson. He worked for Border Patrol for 24 years. He actually retired or left the agency in December of 2021, so about a year ago. He worked just under a year for the Biden administration. I spoke to him today about the differences between working as a Border Patrol agent underneath the Trump administration and now the Biden administration, and what his take is on the crisis we're seeing today. Go ahead and listen to what he had to say.
Unfortunately, there seems to be a lot of chaos at the border because there's no deterrent anymore. Agents are called out of the field into processing positions, allowing our borders to be unprotected. And thank God we have a good governor that's allowed their DPS and state police to get out there and give us a hand. But the thing is, we're still getting a lot of illegal entries, getaways, they call them, and then also a lot of drugs pouring across our border.
So as you said, Eric, President Biden's itinerary, it does not say he's coming here to the Central Processing Center for Border Patrol up here in the Northeast on Hondo Pass. You can hear those cars honking past me. We've been hearing cars honking all day since we've been out here, since the protesters had set up. Some honks will actually make a stop here. And actually, Armendariz-Jackson, she actually told her supporters out here that if he does not come to this processing center, they're ready to move to go where he is going to be. They talked about going down to Sacred Heart. They talked about going to the county processing center where we see Rosemary's at. Of course, we are going to be staying out here. We're going to be moving around all day to show you what's happening as the president makes this historic visit to the southwest border. But I'm going to send things back to you, reporting live out here in Northeast. Dylan McKim, ABC 7.